In this country, we waste 6.6 million tonnes of food a year, and 3/4 of that is actually edible. The average household is throwing away the value of £70 worth of food per month. But we can change that. Hi, I'm Sarah Moore, and welcome to my kitchen. Hi, I'm Sarah Moore, and I'm here at home in my kitchen, and I'm going to demonstrate some recipes to show you how to use up your food waste and how to make your ingredients go further. Along the way, I'm going to drop in various little tips, drawing on my chef experience. So these are not specifically recipes to follow to the letter. They're more like ideas to show you how to use up your leftovers and languishing vegetables. Okay, so in thinking about the things in our household that we very often waste, I find that when we buy a packet of beans, we tend to use what we need for the next meal and then leave them back in the fridge. And very often I find that this is what happens. You get just a few, and you can't be bothered to use them, so you don't use them. So what I've long started doing is cooking all of the beans off at once. So here we have a pan of boiling water with salt in it. And I'm going to drop this into boiling water, lid on. Always try to consider using the residual heat. You know when it's ready, because you can feel that there's a bit of crunch left, which is what you want. So we're just going to wait for that to come up. Meanwhile, I've got a pan of cold water here that I'm going to fish them out and stick them straight into there. Then I'm also going to do the same thing with this broccoli. And again, it's the same principle that you cook it now, you're more likely to use it. Separate the stalks, because the stalks are going to take a little bit longer, they're more fibrous. So I've just got those put aside. I've got my eye on these. I'm going to cut the broccoli florets down, so I'm lining it all up. Now my instinct tells me that's probably ready now. And we can just... yes, I can feel that that's, by the way it's snapped. So I'm pulling them out and then straight into the cold water. And then I'm still going to use this water for the broccoli, lining that up. In that goes. Put the stalks in first, and then the gentle, more delicate florets in just for like a few minutes. Okay, so the water's salted. Boom, boom, boom. I would say that's about right now. In that goes, and lid straight on. I'll stick a knife into there, and yes, that's giving. I'm actually going to drain this and then plunge it in, because I'm not using this water any longer. I'm going straight into the cold water. So we blanched off these vegetables. What I suggest you do is put them for 10 minutes or so on a tray with a tea towel, so that it gets out as much water as possible, and then just put them into a plastic tub with kitchen paper, and then they can be ready for a side. But I always feel that this is more likely to make you actually use them up, because you see them there and they're seconds away from being ready. So that there is now ready for the fridge, and it's got paper underneath it so that it will keep absorbing the moisture. So while I'm in the frame of mind of cooking vegetables all at the same time, I've got these carrots. Now I find personally these tiny little carrots really annoying, because they're so small and time consuming to peel. So one quite good idea is just to chop the ends off and roast them. And I'm just going to do, I don't know, just chunks about 1 centimetre. In they go. Now, I've put in the oven a heavy dish to heat up. There, it's getting hot. What I'm going to do now is add some olive oil to the carrots. That was probably a tablespoon. So salt and some pepper. And then just a little pinch of fennel seeds. Works so beautifully with carrots. I'm going to put those in. It's not too crowded. And straight in, and I would say 200. The oven will be on 200 on a fan oven, or just a straightforward hot oven. So all we want to do with this is to get the carrots sweet, tender, and maybe even a little caramelized on the side. And then you have a dish that you can add to grain salads or use as a side. We're going to leave that now to do its thing. One of the things that we can all do too often is to buy randomly and to be seduced by buy one, get one free and multi-buys. It helps a lot if you can go in with an idea of what you're going to cook over the next 5, 6, 7 days to do your shopping. Think about using the delicate things first. So the spinach, tender stem broccoli, green beans will all be used in the next 1, 2 and 3 days. Then after that you can go into the harder vegetables, celeriac, carrots. With meat and dairy, you really want to get that into your fridge and keep it cold. One of the massive reasons for food waste is that the fridge temperature isn't cold enough. So really check your temperature and actually maybe reduce the temperature of the fridge down a few notches. Okay, so I'm going to just check the carrots. I'm going to take them out and just give them a shufti like that. And quite frankly, those are coming along beautifully. That's exactly what I wanted. I can smell that they're caramelizing beautifully. Carrots actually cook quite quickly, more quickly than you might imagine. So they're certainly quicker than potatoes. So I'm going to add half a teaspoon of honey to the carrots. Now it is already a sweet vegetable, but this just enhances that sweetness. And then lemon juice. Lemon juice and carrots are really good friends. I found 3 or 4 lemons in my fridge that were going brown, and I squeezed all of it. So this is 4 days later. It's absolutely fine. And I've used it several times in different things. I'm just going to add a tiny amount of lemon. I don't know, 2 teaspoons. And you can hear that sizzling. So this carrot dish is really going to be quite tasty. We can eat it straight away. It could be added to a pasta salad, a grain salad. You could add chicken to it, or smoked mackerel. There's no end to things. It's just a glorious way of cooking carrots.